And this episode totally proves that you guys are way more smarter than I am, because last time when I reviewed episode 6, somebody commented and basically said that Gus isn't going to be the one who cripples Hector. Nacho's going to be the one that cripples Hector. And that theory looks like that theory looks legit, because that looks like, that's what's going to happen. So, man, that's going to be crazy when that happens. What's up, you guys? This is One Classic Gamer here. Welcome to, yet again, another review for Better Call Saul. This is a review for Season 3, Episode 7. And this is, I would have to say, the one episode where you actually see... we get to see a lot of Jimmy in this episode, but it seems like this is Jimmy, at his lowest point in the series, man. He is struggling, just, money-wise. He has this shitty community service job where he's getting ripped off. By the way, if I was him, when, in the beginning of the episode, he works for about, 4 hours straight, and the guy only gives him, 30 minutes of pay, because he's like, you were on your phone. And when the guy says, oh, you knew the agreement when you signed up, you know what I would have said in response to that? I would have been like, well, bitch, you were trying to rush me, and you said, oh, it's just a waiver saying we're not responsible, so, you were trying to make it to where I didn't read the agreement, you're trying to make me hurry up, so I didn't know that because you didn't give me time to read the agreement. That's what I would have said to the person. But, he's really struggling money-wise. He's working this shitty community service job, and then he's running around with his film friends, with his broken down car, trying to film commercials for people who, business sucks. I'm just going to say right now. I have never worked in business, but I can understand the whole job struggle thing, and people need to absolutely be convinced, that what they're, investing in is worth it. And I can understand that it's just such a hard thing. So I really felt for him, especially in the end when he's at that, honestly, I was kind of tuning out. I didn't notice the sign. Wasn't paying attention. It's like a place where they handle all his insurance or whatever, because he's a lawyer and all that. And he just breaks down. He starts crying. He's like, I'm having such a hard time right now, I am working this shitty community service job where I'm getting ripped off. Business is just not good. My gal, or, Kim, whatever, shit's going on with her. My brother freaking hates me. I cared for him for years. And I just feel for him. I really, really do. And this show, it does such a good job at making this feel real and legit. There's nothing ridiculous or over the top about any of this. This is shit that happens every single day. And they do such a good job through the writing, making it feel like such a realistic show. And it's always the little subtleties that are also really good too. When Kim is doing business with what's her face, the Mesa Verde chick, and she just for a brief second, she kind of just gives her attitude. She's like, well, you want to look through it? Here you go. And then she apologizes. Obviously, she's facing so much stress, and she feels bad for, baiting Chuck into, exposing his whole mental condition thing at, the trial between him and Jimmy. Just the character issues, it doesn't feel like TV drama to me. It feels like real life drama, and that's why it's so good. And, this show really, this show is really just, every episode is just an hour of just talking for the most part. But I'm always just so entertained every single time I watch this show, because I'm so invested in the characters. Every single time I watch it, my eyes are just glued to the screen. So we got a lot of Jimmy. We got a scene with him and Kim at this restaurant, and they're talking about ripping people off, him going back to the whole slipping Jimmy thing. And then what else did we get? We got, okay, so Nacho is trying to get the one guy he's like, you stole my baseball cards. that guy's back, and he's trying to get him to, like, get pills, but empty capsules so that he can fill it with something and give it to Hector, and which is, again, you guys commented on that, and you said that's what's probably going to happen. So at first, Mike is just sort of like, no, I don't want to, I'm not interested. But then, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't necessarily know if this new chick that he's met at the, the commune or whatever that they have, I don't know if this new chick that he's met is, going to be, it seems kind of like, I mean, I'm not 100% on this, but it seems kind of like she's going to be sort of in a way, like, maybe a love interest for Mike. I have no idea. I really have no idea, but there was just a point where the two of them looked at each other, and Mike, he never really looks at anyone else like that, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't quite know what's going on there, and I don't know what he's planning, like why he took the job after he had that conversation with her. So maybe she's saying that her husband went missing. Maybe he has something to do with that. Maybe he feels bad. Maybe he wants to leave for money. I have like no idea. I mean, again, I was predicting the whole time that Gus was going to be the one who crippled Hector, but that doesn't look like that's going to happen. But if Nacho does if he is the one who cripples Hector and he gets caught, man, and if Hector doesn't do anything about it, Hector's men doesn't do anything about it, he's going to have Gus on his ass. I mean, again, we don't see Nacho in Breaking Bad, so, some serious shit is going to go down in these next couple episodes, I think, and I cannot wait to see it. But, man, I mean, overall, again, Vince Gilligan is the master. This was a really good episode, so I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. If you guys enjoyed this review, please comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys on episode 8. Peace.